only can you retrieve data using the HTTP GET, you can also send data, right? We'd like to be able to insert data into the database. Maybe we want to update data in the database, right? So for that, we can use the HTTP POST. So POST allows you to embed data, this JSON data or XML data, as part of the HTTP body. And so for instance, we might want to be able to pass along, somebody just registered, and they're sending us their username and password as a complex data type, right? And we need to be able to parse that and convert that into a representation, first in Java, and then it needs to be converted into a representation in the relational database. So notice that there's 3 representations of the same data. The data comes in as JSON, gets converted into a Java representation, and then needs to be converted into a relational database representation as a record, right? So three transformations. Eventually, when we use MongoDB, which is JSON, which we will be storing the data in natively as JSON, we're gonna lose one of those needs of transforming, because it's coming in through JSON, and we're going to store it in the database also as JSON, right? We still need to convert it into Java, right? Or we could use Node.js instead of Java. Node.js allows you to have servers using also JavaScript. So it would be JSON all the way through. JSON comes in, is represented as JSON also in your server, and it's stored in your database also as JSON, right? Looks like JSON is like taking over the world. So we have in Java, we have the user representation. So somebody could send us not just a string or date or an integer, right? They can send us an entire object, right, as part of the payload of the HTTP request, right? So they can send over a JSON string that follows the schema of the user object. So whatever JSON they send us, it better have a field called username, whose value is a string, and it better have another field called password, whose value is also a string, right? If it follows that, then the controller will map the JSON string into a user instance and provide you. It will parse it from the body, from the request body. We'll parse it from there and give you an instance of that object right on your server. All right.